everyone, my name is Beth. I'm the Desert Stitcher here on YouTube and the Desert Stitcher over on Instagram. And this is my Flosstube channel where we talk about cross stitch. Thanks so much for joining me. Today is Monday, November 16th, 2020. We're closing in on Thanksgiving here in the United States. So it is flying by again. I hope everybody's doing well and you're taking care of yourselves. I know this is a very strange year for everybody around the world. I wanted to say a big thank you to all my new subscribers. I really appreciate it. And a big thank you also to everybody that commented last week, especially with the yarn suggestions. I have not had any luck at the 3 Joannes around me, but I am going to give Michael's a go next weekend and see what I can find. I will also check online at the other couple of yarn suggestions that I received, both in my comments section, and I got a suggestion from Anne at Fiber Floss and Fiction on some nice cotton blends to check out online. So I will be doing that, and hopefully I'll be having a yarn project started before the end of the year. All right, so this week I've got a few whips, some plans, and some salves. Oh, and I do have some haul as well. Yay, that's my favorite. All right, so let's get started. First off, I was working on the Full Coverage Fanatics Challenge Wheel of Fortune, where I was doing 50 stitches per letter for holiday words, and there were 5 different holiday words. Ranging anywhere from where we'd need 300 stitches to 500. So I've gotten the first 3 challenges done. I'm working on the fourth word, and I should have the 5th word done by next weekend, I'm hoping. But it's going along really well. Makes me think maybe I didn't challenge myself quite enough, but I'm happy with the results so far because it's also given me a little time to work a little bit more on getting some Christmas things done, or started, I should say. So let's get started. Now, unfortunately, these full coverage pieces are all in the beginning stages, so there's not a lot to see, but there has been progress on them, so I'm happy with that. The first one was Tree of Life, and I'm working on the border right now. There's a very thin border that goes all the way around the pattern, and it is in 814. This is Tree of Life by Ciro Marchetti, and it's a Heaven and Earth design. And I did get my 450 stitches in on this. I'm mainly working on just the border right now. So that will go all the way around. And this is going to be a huge piece. I'm doing this on 28 count easy grid 1/1. Yeah, and that is gorgeous. Now on my next one, I decided to do 2 of my challenge words so I could get in a nice little start on, oops, hold please. Yes, I have a total case of the dropsies. In fact, I had a major case of dropping things on Sunday and wound up, instead of having my plans of organizing things on Sunday, I ended up sitting in a chair with my foot up all day because I dropped a very big coffee mug on my foot and sliced it open. That was no bueno. And you think I would have gotten a ton of cross-stitching done on Sunday? No, pretty much binge-watched Food Network and Flosstube. I was a bum on Sunday. So the next one I used for 2 challenge words. This is The Color of Life, large. And this is from Artisy. The artist is Chuck Pinson. And again, this is another pattern that uses a lot of 814 as well because of all the fall colors. And this is just stunning. So that's this one. So this was a brand new start, and this is what I have done so far. So I've gotten a lot of the 814 in. There's another deep red in it, and it's going to be gorgeous. So I have 678 stitches in this now out of 227,000. I'm going to be working on this for a while. But again, it's going to be, oh my gosh. I love Chuck Pinson's work, and I can't wait to start seeing some images coming out, the trees and the gazebo and all that. Now the next one is going to be my 4th and 5th challenge words. I used 2 challenge words on the Color of Life. And that is Mini Small Magellanic Cloud. It's a NASA image from Head, Heaven and Earth Designs. And one of my friends got a huge kick out of this. She's like, "That's from the Hubble, isn't it?" I said, "I think it's from the Hubble." She was one of the people that helped design the Hubble. Okay, great. I'm glad you like it. So, yeah, this is going to be gorgeous. This is a gift stitch, and it is a bit of a challenge because of all the darks in here. But I'm enjoying it a lot more since I switched to anchor on this. So I've gotten 200 stitches in so far. You can see there's a little star up there. So I worked in black and 929, which is a super dark navy blue. And yeah, so I've got a couple hundred in here. And then I have the part of the 4th word left to go. And then the 5th word, the last word for the challenge, is 500 stitches. So, yeah. This is also part of my plans for 2021. Actually, everything you've seen so far is part of my 2021 plans, which I'll talk about in a minute. Oh, wait till you see my haul. Okay. So my last whip that I worked on is I got started on one of the Prairie Schooler Santas. And I just have a small start on it, but I started on the 2015 one. And that's "And to All a Good Night." The little teddy bear and the lantern, and I just thought this is one of my favorites. So I got started on it. Oops, it's got a big thread hanging on it. There we go. So I'm just working on this suit right now. Oop. And my little needle minder that was a gift from a friend. I'm using the called for 18 count davos and the called for threads on this. Now, I'm hoping this is a finish for this year. Will be a finish. But let's talk about plans and Flosstube and haul. So my last Flosstube, I forgot to mention a new to me Flosstuber that I'm enjoying. And I usually try to give a shout out to a Flosstube channel every episode, and forgot to do that last week. So this week I have 2 for you. One is Annette's Acre. Really fun channel. She does a wide variety of things from samplers to mirabilias, just absolutely gorgeous projects. Really enjoy her show, and we're practically next door neighbors. She doesn't live that far from me, so maybe someday we'll get to meet in person. That would be terrific. The next one is Stitching Big Things with Hallie, which is just as the name implies, stitching big things with Hallie. It's a lot of fun. She's got some very big projects, some Hades, an Artisy. She's doing an Artisy Nutcracker one that looks like it's going to be adorable. She's also working on a Halloween Afghan, which is just massive. I can't wait to see it when it's finished. But I will link both of those below. Now I mentioned that both Colors of Life and Tree of Life used a lot of 814, which is this deep, beautiful red color. It's a very rich red. And in my last episode, I had showed the Galliana Christmas house. And I think I'm going to do it all in this color with some dark pine green for the Christmas tree. I know I've seen a few people that are going to do it in 115, the DMC red variegated. But I'm thinking I really like this color. But I'm definitely going to have to make a run to get more of it. I don't have enough for everything that I have going on that's using this color. But isn't that pretty? I like that one. It'll be very dry here in Arizona. All right. So next up is plans. And then a little bit of haul. But I'm going to start plans with Sal's that I'm planning in 2021. Now, first up, you all saw this if you regularly watch my channel, excuse me. You would have seen this one last week, and I talked about doing like the books in different colors and how much I love this one. It's called The Bookcase from Galliana Cross Stitch, and I will link her site below. But I got to talking with Shiloh, X-Stitch MD, and we're going to do a sale starting on January 1st for anybody that wants to join in and stitch this bookcase. We're going to call it New Year Bookcase Sal, hashtag New Year Bookcase Sal, and I will post the link below. And this is for a start on January 1st. And I'm so excited to be doing a stitch along with Shiloh. If you have not checked out her channel yet, definitely do. Not only does she have amazing cross stitch projects, but she does amazing knitting. I'm just in love with all of her projects. They're wonderful. And she's so very sweet and very kind. And if you go and subscribe to her channel, right now she's got a giveaway going for this bookcase. I believe the episode was put up yesterday. So go ahead and go check her out. If you haven't subscribed, go do it, and you can get in for get a chance to win this pattern from her. But yeah, there's so many elements to this. I just love it, and I can't wait to start. So this will be my New Year, new start. Excuse me, and a Sal with X-Stitch MD Shiloh. Yay! I'm very excited. So pretty. I'm already planning out colors that I'm going to put this in. My other Sal plans for 2021 is the Modern Folk embroidery. The Modern Folk embroidery Fruits of Plenty Sal. I can get it out, really I can. Yeah, look at those blues. Aren't they gorgeous? Now there's two options with the Sal. It starts on January 1st and it'll run through December. You'll get a piece of it every month on the 1st of the month. And then you keep building it till the end of the year. So, and it looks like it's going to be very manageable pieces to do each month. There's also the option, this is a two-tone version. There's also the option of doing it monochromatic. And this is a smaller picture. But this actually has a little bit less stitching in it if you look. See if I can get both of these in here. The red does have a little bit less stitching in it, which Julie, Kansas City girl in the Colorado World, noticed. I'm like, but I do love those blues. But you could really stitch this any color you like. You're not limited. So that's my Sal plans, is New Year Bookcase Sal with Shiloh and the Modern Folk Embroidery Sal, Fruits of Plenty. Now my next one is my plans for 2021. I have a small cross stitch group on Facebook called Cross Stitch Corner, and we were chatting a bit about a lot of people are doing no new starts in 2021, which I know would just go out the window with me. It's probably something I should join, but I'm not going to. But I need to get a handle on my whips that I have, because I have a ton of them. So I decided that this year 2021, I'm really going to focus on WhipGo, which is a group on Facebook, and it's Jessie Marie, and she also has a Flosstube channel, Jessie Marie Does Stuff. I'll link that as well below. My description box is going to be huge this time, guys. I'm just warning you right now. But so, it's basically a bingo board, 5 down, 5 across. And you put in the whips that you have and what you want to accomplish on each one. And at the end of the month, she calls the next 2 numbers that you'll be working on for that month. And then it goes through the end of the year. So, space 13, you can technically leave blank. But I am filling that one in because there is something I want to work on. This isn't completely final yet. But there are pieces I definitely want to get some real progress on this next year, and hopefully get in some finishes too. For example, like on my full coverage pieces, I'm setting a goal of 1,000 stitches. So there'll be 2 numbers called each month, and I'm setting a goal of 1,000 stitches on the full coverage pieces. I haven't fully decided on my other pieces that are not full coverage as to what I'm going to do. So that's my goal for that. And then I'll also be working on 21 and 21 with Full Coverage Fanatics, which is 21,000 stitches on a full coverage piece. And I will be working on the mini small Magellanic Cloud that I showed you a little earlier. That is a gift stitch, along with a blue Morpho butterfly. So I really want to get a lot of work done on those. So we'll see how I can do. All right, now we get to the fun part. Haul! Yay! Now these were ordered at completely separate times. So one was ordered months ago, and finally got it this past Saturday, and then one was ordered, some were just ordered recently. But let's go with my recent ones. I ordered these from Ye Olde Cross Stitchery back east. And first up is Hello from Liz Matthews, Quaker Snowflakes. Let's see if I can get it without the glare here. Glad Tidings. Aren't they beautiful? I cannot wait to stitch on these. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, as soon as Liz Matthews put up her video with these, and I got her newsletter, it's like, yeah, I pre-ordered from Ye Olde Cross Stitchery. I also got from Liz Matthews and Ye Olde Cross Stitchery a Pleasant Sampler. Isn't that pretty? And there are some specialty stitches in here. I know there's Algerian eyelets, so this will be some good experience for me. And it's not totally huge. It's 132 by 247. And the verse on the bottom is really nice as well. Excuse me, it says, how pleasant it is at the end of the day, no follies to have repent, but reflect on the past and be able to say, my time has been properly spent. And this is a reproduction of Sarah Ann Noel, December 1836. so a pleasant sampler. And I have one more from UO Cross Stitchery, and this is one I've had my eye on for a while. I finally got it. Lila Studios, Nevermore. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. I love the little cemetery and the wrought iron fence on here. And the border is just gorgeous. And it says, "Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary, quoth the raven, nevermore." Yay! I'm looking forward to this one. This one is 161 by 235. And it uses a combination of Gentle Arts and Weeks Dye Works. Now, ta-da! These are the ones I've been waiting for months. And it's not through faults of primitive hair, but I'm so excited to have them. So these are both primitive hair patterns. I'll show you this one first. This is Beatrice Potter. Now, I have wonderful memories of when I was a very little girl of my mom reading me Beatrice Potter stories. And I absolutely adore them. And I have a few of the small books that she used to read from still in my collection. So when I saw this on primitive hair, it's like, yes, I have to have this. Next one is also primitive hair, and it is my birthday start, which is next month, middle of December. One of my favorite books, Jane Eyre. Let's see if I can focus better. And it says on here, the verse is, that's partly what caught my eye, is the verse from the book. "I am no bird, and no net ensnares me. I am a free human being with an independent will." And I see some coffee and tea dyeing in my future for this. But yes, this will be my birthday start, which is technically December 14th, which is a Monday. And Mondays tend to be a little bit hectic, so I probably will start this on the 13th of December on Sunday. And this calls for mostly all DMC, except for one Gentle Arts, which they didn't have at the attic at the time. It was on order, the dark chocolate. But I'm subbing out Weeks Dye Work Rum Raisin. And I think that's going to be beautiful. But so that's everything I have for you, everybody. I will thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope you'll join Shiloh and I at Xstitch MD for the New Year bookcase sale. I can't wait to get going on this one. So pretty. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a great night. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you just after Thanksgiving. Have a beautiful Thanksgiving if you're celebrating it. Hope you have a safe one as well. Bye.